Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sunesha and we are gonna play Dishonored 2, and we're gonna approach the game in a non-lethal manner on a very high difficulty. I've played the Dishonored games before on my channel. I have played Everyone Must Die edition, where I tried to stay alive as long as possible through a playthrough of Dishonored 1, which went really well. So, this time around we will go more exploring, finding out more about the world, so this will be a slow playthrough with just exploring everything. It will complicate things as we will play non-lethal, but I think the non-lethal has become a lot stronger on Dishonored 2. I've played 3 levels. I have no problem at all for playing this game on a higher difficulty, for the reason is that I'm fairly proficient in this game. So, or I was in the other game, yeah, it was, I will have no problem at all. So we will, first of all, we'll have a custom difficulty. I will start at very hard, save model free, yeah, because we're gonna explore so much, so I don't want to be stressed about it to reach a save point, so we can end the episodes easier. Slow time, yes. Quick wheel sense, I will play slow time. So this means the enemy precision, how fast the enemy detects you, yeah, faster, I'm fine with us. It means, and this means that they will have an easier time to spot you while you are climbing above them and so on. So I'm fine for that. Visible, actually, enemy detects you while leaning out of cover. So that means, yeah, I will be slightly hidden because I kind of like that effect. Better as a constrained lane, yeah. Reduces the range, yes, because yeah, it's kind of ridiculous in the base games how far you can lean, so that's fine with me. Slow effect on the sleep darts, I think that balances it out because the sleep darts are so powerful, because yeah, you can put people at sleep from range, which is so useful when you're playing a non-lethal, especially when you are dealing with multiple enemies here. So we will be more noisy, your footsteps will be louder. Wizard is good, kind of balance itself out because there will be upgrades that will make us less noisy, so we will be a little bit noisier in the beginning. Search precision, yeah, they can search for us longer. I think I'm good at escaping and hiding, so I don't feel more reinforcements. Yeah, I think so. If I screw up, I have to pay. So limited, normal, standard, health regeneration, yeah, limited. I will go with limited, and let's see here. High damage, because yeah, I do kind of high damage to the enemies, because if I slash them, they will die fast, so I think it's balanced itself out here. Group attacks, that means that more free attacks at the same time, I'm fine with that. And enemies attack more frequently, yeah, I'm fine with that too, because in the base normal difficulty they never attack you at all, almost. You can just stand and wail on them. Okay, so we have high accuracy. No, I don't want to have very sniper-like guards. That's just annoying when they can hit you. Okay, so less panic. But I kind of like panic because it's funny when they run around. So yeah, but I don't think they will panic because I don't kill people, so they will not probably panic so much. Yes, we will have mana replenishment, because otherwise we can't use our abilities, and I want to use them a lot because it's fun. So normal, yeah, slower, weaker mana and health. Yeah, tenacious is good for me. Stealth visibility, let's put that at high. It means that we have to actually take into account on that the shadows will actually conceal us better. I kind of like that mechanic that the shadows actually matter. So yeah, let's go for that. We'll go for the tutorial so we can familiarize us with the movements. Yes, do you want to start? Yeah, I want to start it.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
So we are Emily Kaldwin. Empress daughter of an assassinated Empress, and the bodyguard was our father,
Sounds and
Corvo.
smells of Dunwall never change much.
And so Corvo is our father. He was also the bodyguard of our father. So the first game was all about him getting a revenge because his Empress was killed, and also his lover.
What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
What do you want me to do? So yeah. I figure if you sprint, there is a couple of new moves. I think if I sprint...
If I get going fast enough, I can slide beneath that.
Okay, cool. So now we gotta slide.
Alright, good.
So yeah, I jump over that. Yeah, so I really like the system in the game. It's very fast. It's an interesting game in that way because we move so fast, and that is usually not the case in stealth
Sprint,
game.
Vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Okay. I want to slide also. Okay, let's... Oh, now we have to wait for it because I'm...
I can do this.
So yeah. So Corvo is, as I said before, he's our father, and also he was our mother's bodyguard. So yeah. And it seems like Corvo is training her daughter in his way, and he was a very powerful fighter, so I guess Emily Kaldwin will also be a very good fighter as her father was one, so of course, and trained by our father, so... And then we will climb. So cool.
If only I could spend every day running and jumping.
Yeah, it's not probably such fun to be...
Let's see how quick my feet are.
To be Empress, so this is probably a lot of fun for Emily to fight here. You also have the... You have the option also to play as Corvo in this game, but we will play as Emily because, yeah, we worked the whole first game to keeping her alive and so on. So, okay, stealth. So what do we want to do? We need to choke in.
Father's always on about the value of quiet feet.
Oh man, I always messed that up.
Again,
I went
letting me see you.
I went right into it. Yeah, I always have a hard time to remember. I have to hold the button.
Got spotted.
This is kind of predictable, so we don't make a lot of those, even that we are jumping around. So yeah, the range of doing this is quite well. Tap out from my father.
That's my girl.
Okay, so we need to
hear you or see you.
So, yeah, that's a good lean. We'll probably not be able to spot us here.
Don't make any sound.
So we need to pickpocket him.
Didn't see anything at all.
Use cover to stay out of sight.
Quiet as a lynx stalking a gazelle.
Yeah, so I'm just doing the tutorial so you can see the different moves. I will play through it quite fast here because, yeah, we don't have to spend too much time.
Wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Yeah, so the crossbow will be our main ranged weapon, as we can have sleep darts. And the sleep darts put people to sleep, and we also have a pistol, but that kind of kills people, so that is not that good to use, because we don't want that. Okay, so what should we do now? I think we need to go. The door is locked. Oh, yeah, so this is kind of new. I didn't do the tutorial before, so if I shoot that, what will happen? Ah, nice. Cool. Can kill all the rats. Okay, yeah, let's not get distracted by the rats. We have... We can also throw things. This is a very good thing to do. to use distraction on guards and stuff, so you can throw stuff to make noises so they go over there and investigate. So I'm just curious, as we are playing and exploring here. We have actually a book here, Spirits of the Deep. So let's try to read this. Excerpt from longer work of fiction. Spirit of the Deep, Siren of Dreams. I walked for hours along the coast, leaving Dunwall behind me, until the lament of the waves drowned all other feelings. I wept, knowing you will not come to me, my love. You rule my dreams, where I behold with senses I don't possess in the waking life the dark splendor of your home in the deep. There were ocean rest on your back, like the sleeping child on his father's shoulder. In the sleepless night of despair, you appear to me not as the mighty Leviathan, but as a young man with eyes black as the void. I think actually this is a reference. I can't say the word now. I think that's actually a reference to the Outsiders, because he's a young, he lives in the world void. And he manipulates with things like a devil or demon, and his eyes are black. And it kind of is very interesting in this system, in this game, where you have low chaos, which means that you don't kill a lot of people and make chaos. And he kind of like high chaos, because that makes the greatest effect on the world. So yeah, he's kind of, we meet him in the void, in a dream world, where he will give the mark of the Outsiders to teach you different magic abilities. Attack with your sword. So 1, 2, 3.
That's my daughter. When
Okay.
someone swings a sword at you, block.
Okay, so we need to block.
Good. Block with your blade. Well done.
Okay, cool. So,
You've got a natural instinct for fighting.
maybe because I'm your
If
daughter,
you time your
Corvo.
block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance.
Too early.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ouch.
You're quick. Come on. Smart move.
You can always hold block,
You can
but it's
choke
kind
an
of good
enemy
to
out,
make them
even in
off balance.
combat.
Because you can choke someone out, if you block him perfectly, I can do this. And this will be a very useful ability for us, which was not existence in the first game, because yeah, you only had to fight them. So now we have a way to deal enemy that are attacking. We can block them and choke them out. So
Block with your blade.
yeah, so that was the more lethal version of it.
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Yes.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
And there we have our mother that was assassinated in the first game, very early.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Kaldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Copperspoon.
Delilah, this is not good news, we have killed her.
Sister. My dearest niece. Hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Kaldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name.
Oh
Arrest
no.
Emily Kaldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Our father has very... he has magical powers, as you can see.
Sword can't still my heart.
She's stealing his... when she stole her outside mark, which the outside marks you in the hand, and that what gives you magical abilities, and she stole that one. That was what that thing was at the hand. So now we have a choice. We can play as Corvo as we played in the first game, but I prefer to play as Emily. Yes, we are sure. Are you sure?
Cast you in cold marble. Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and then I'll bring her to Cauldron prison until her trial.
So a coup has
My
been...
father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
Oh no,
We all,
Alexei.
Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
Well, that is kind of bad news because Alexei, I think she was one of the guys that took care of Emily as a child and raised her, so she's probably one of
There's
our
a
governors.
legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father.
Well, it looks
Nothing I
like
can
they've
do alone.
locked...
I need to get out of here.
They have locked us in here, so we...
How long is it going to take, Captain Ramsey?
So we are losing some health, so you can always eat something, so our health go up. Let's see here what kind of books we have here. Let's first familiarize us a little bit. I don't think she can punch. Let's
Ramseys are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall.
let's peek.
Bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Seems like their discussion is over, so we couldn't listen on them. So yeah, this will be a deep exploration of Dishonored. So yeah, we will take a little bit longer than the usual playthrough because we want to find out everything here.
How many times have I looked at that skyline?
I played the game
Feels like
for
everything
3
just
levels.
changed.
I played the game like for a while. So here we have. I think we must make our escape. When I was trying to say, I was playing this game and made 3 levels, and for a month ago. So I'm a little bit rushed here. So let's see. We don't need to sneak. We have a map over Kaldwin. Can we fetch that? I don't think so. So yes, there is a magic ability that will letter from Advisor Hamswater. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you will wish to tell me, Majesty? I can say the simplest word in this document. How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these sensitive endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and an advisor, Leonora Hamswater. So people think I am the Crown's Willer. So we have a ship launch protocol. Let's see what that means. A ship launch protocol. Empress, after the Royal Protector Shakedown cruise, will launch ISS Yesemine Kaldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing, pending on your approval, of course. On the platform, we have a bottle of the King Street brandy tied to a long cheater that you will release to swing out against the hull. Yeah, so we're gonna name a ship, I guess. Isn't that how you do it? You swing a bottle on the ship. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but here is a time idea is intended to serve as food as thought. May a brisk queen hurry to your shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainward. Okay, so thank you. That is kind of non-relevant as we have been downgraded to a prisoner. So yeah, If you haven't really already discovered that with my accent, you know, I'm not English, I'm not American, I'm not Australian, I'm not South African. No, what I mean with this, my language is not. My language, native language, is not English. It's actually Swedish, so that's why I speak so weird, if you're wondering about that. Hopefully you can suffer through my readings, and actually one of my main reasons why I want to do this playthrough was to practice my English, especially my reading skills. So schedule for Middle Song's Eve. Empress, present for your approval the schedule for the Middle Song's Eve. Morning meal with Hyven Trade Commission. Presentation from the research vessel Lob Lolly Swift. Just returned from the newly discovered island chain of Pan-Eurasian continent. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley. We will present you with a gift exchange for your attention for their complaints, dedications, and speech for the New Wing Infirmary Home and aged seafarers. Meeting with advisors on the issues of the blood fights in the south. Evening meal with Lord Corvo at his request. That is our secretary. It's kind of interesting enough of this. Sometimes you find very relevant information. That is why it's actually quite useful to read in this game. So we have already spent like 10 minutes in this room, and I don't think there is anything more for us to do here. So let's see if we can escape this room. Let's open this window. Going out here. See a ship over here. We don't have a binoculars yet, so we can zoom in here. So let's be sneaky. I don't see anyone there. It looks like Alexei is still alive.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Lady Emily, you're all right. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Well... that's good news.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Well, our dear friend is indisposed forever, so should we leave her here? I think I heard something behind me, or am I just... oh, it was just the menus that was... I got a little bit paranoid there for a while. So let's see here if we can find something useful in this room. Let's see. Let's search the room in a pattern so we can save time. We will save time by doing it in a pattern. So I will go around the room, and then I know that I have searched everything. So it will save time in the long run. So I will leave the cabinet open, so I will not be confused that I've opened it up. Okay, cool. This room is searched. Usually there is somewhere to climb, but we don't have any magic abilities. As I remember, there was 2 guards in the other room, so, but I think they are separated for the now. So we can probably pounce. Yes, there is a tutorial for leaning here. I think. Let's bounce. And you can move backwards at the same time here, and you can pick it up like this. It's a very useful skill because you can pull people into cover. So we are not allowed to... okay, audience request. Let's just put this guy to sleep in a safe manner where they will not find him. I'm not so worried about the score, but I kind of like to have them non-freaked out, because if they freak out, reinforce it will complicate our game. Okay, cool. One of the things you also... okay, so we are more or less done with this place here. Let's see. Okay, so there is probably a guard downstairs. Yes, I see him. Let's see if we can pounce on him. That will be a good one, because then we can explore these premises. Oh no.
Hey, who is...
Okay, trying to block it. Want to block him and choke him out? Oh, jeez. Let's see if we can. Oh. Okay, that's the new move we can do. I slided and choked him out. So that was that was a really close one. I missed the jump. You have to time it. So when you pounce on him, you do the knockout button before over him. I think I made it too late, so I didn't get him. I think there is no other people here, but let's be careful on the slower episode here. So we have been spotted. So our stats are not great, but I can live with I can live with that. I'm no problem. I'm not going for stats, and that's more realistic. So that was everything for this episode, and as always, thank you for watching.